Morning, guys. Rick Shaw here. It's the 9th of May, and I've been looking around all over the place. I turned on all the lights out here. It's a little after 4 in the morning, and I've been looking over here. I came all the way over here, and I'm looking. We got a little bit of a mess here. Can't find him anywhere. I don't know what happened to him. I can't find Tabo Tom. Yeah. We got the electric, or not the electric, but the water problem pretty much solved now. There's a little problem probably in the diverter with debris or gunk. I don't have the tool to take it apart, and I don't want to scratch things. Plus the sink upstairs, I need to find something I can get the screen off of that, because it's a little bit low, but we've got enough pressure where the Instahot's working. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go out today to a good hardware store. Probably have to go back up to Handyman. And I'm going to get the steel braided lines for these Instahots, the same length, but they put like 1/4-inch jobs in there instead of a 1/2-inch braided line. I guess they just went cheap and didn't even think about it. They just went to the store and grabbed the cheapest one. Seems how, I noticed Filipinos will do. Myself, I want to put in what's right. And so I'm going to go ahead and get the bigger ones. That's a restriction, and I think that's causing problems. I'm going to put the garden hose up. Got really good pressure over there out of all the spigots outside here. The washing machine fills up a lot faster, but if you take the garden hose and you raise it up there to the second floor, you can watch the pressure drop. So I'm going to demonstrate that to the water people that'll be out on tomorrow, Monday. They'll be out here tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and show them that and see if there's any kind of regulator they could turn up. There's got to be something. I mean, this is just a little bit too low. But all the investigative stuff yesterday, I took my time. I didn't get in any hurry, and I just went from connector to connector, anywhere I could take apart. And I'm glad that rubber piece didn't get caught down in a 90, or I'd have been fishing through my plumbing pipes, and you can't really fish through a plumbing 90 like you can electrical sweep. So it wouldn't have been good, but we caught it, and all the I don't understand the dirt getting in there, but maybe it got in through here, but it just was in every screen, silt and garbage like sand and gook. And cleaned them out, got them all cleaned out. So, we're there on that. I actually got a nice hot shower. The one thing that they didn't do, I mean, this is just what you get from this company. I'm real tall, so right now I got this rain shower head, which I didn't want. I didn't want a rain shower. I wanted a regular shower head. And I asked them to put it up here. Well, it's right here in my face. So if I want to get under that rain shower, I got to duck under it. And there's no way to raise it up any higher. Now, this was something I asked for while we were walking through the model. Hey, and she wrote it down in her little book, and it never got done. This is just what you get with these people. And they'll forget and say, oh, you never said that. Well, no, that was a big thing we talked about. These are things that I have to have over the years. I don't like taking a shower when the fixed shower head I can't move is right there. That's just silly. It's like why I bought the car I bought, because I fit in it. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I fit in it. And I wanted to fit in my shower. So just the stuff you're going to run into with this company. If you use any, no matter what company you use, if you're going to use it like we did to get a house, get everything in writing. I'm serious. Get an attorney to draw up what you want. Get it in writing. Have them sign it. Just have them do that, because otherwise you're going to get what we got. It's my own fault. But there's a lot of builders, and what happens here in a lot of these developments, I don't even want to call the Demeterland a development corporation anymore. They're Demeterland house builders. They get me. They get me. I lost my train of thought on this already. Early in the morning, I'm just working on my first cup of coffee. But they do frustrate me, these people. They're just a royal pain, that's for sure. But just get everything in writing with these guys. What I was getting at, it just came back to me. If you want to be in one of these developments, I like this because there's only one way in and one way out. They don't even let the delivery people in here. You pick everything up at the guard shack. You know, that's what I wanted. I don't want to people just come in anytime they want. Well, you can't. They're going to develop the land. You can't build your own houses in a lot of these places. Some maybe you can, I don't know. But the ones we've seen, it's theirs. They bought it. They're selling lots, and you can't build your own house. If you want a house in here, you got to build it yourself. So, you know, this is what you're going to get if you want to be in a thing like this. I wanted it a little bit more secure for the kids. You know, we lived out kind of in the open. And we actually had people reach up. I had a thing, it was this high, and then I had I had my pots hanging. I always hang my pots and stuff. My wife says, "Oh, don't leave them there. They're going to steal them." And oh no, tomorrow I'm going to put a screen there. I was going to tack a screen in that area, and they're going to be gone. And, nah, come on. You know, I was so used to living in the Midwest, and sure enough, they reached it and they got up on there. They had to get something to climb up on, and they got in there and they stole my $80 Cephalon pots. So you get that. So that's why I wanted in here. You know, I don't. There's a little old guy who lives over in the shack over there. He's always watching, and you know, it's just cool. It's pretty cool how this is here. I got to meet some more people when I was walking. I met a nice young guy named Bon yesterday. He was riding a gasoline scooter with his little daughter. Might have been his little sister. He looked kind of young, but sometimes you can get fooled by ages here. Talked to him a little bit. Just a real nice fella. And they're living up in the front section. And so I just really like that we're meeting the people. They were out playing in the street. Nobody had the mask on or anything like that, and I was asking him, well, what do you think of that? And he says, we're not buying it. I said, well, what do you think of what the president said? He goes, he just shook his head. He goes, I don't know what's going on here. And real good English, this young kid. I'm glad, because my Tagalog is horrible, but we talked to him a little bit. The kids and I took a thing all the way to the guard shack yesterday, and my leg is after doing all that stuff yesterday, my leg just is burning. It's burning. It's got my glute in the back and all the way down, radiating down to my leg. It's just like on fire, and it's still this morning. I got up this morning, did my stretching, and my walk this morning was abbreviated before the coffee. I got around the block a few times, and then that was just it, because it's just burning too much. So I'm just sort of hiking around in here real easy. It's nice and cool this morning. Got my wonderful, I just thought this was funny, my wonderful thermometer that's supposed to be Fahrenheit on one side and Celsius on the other, and it's Celsius both times. But right now it says 20, it looks like 27. It looks so that's what it is in Celsius. I don't know what it is in the conversion yet, but I could look it up on the phone real quick. But it's just beautiful, cool. The roosters started crowing at around 3. They weren't crowing, and then they started at around 3. Like I say, they don't really bug me. I'm not having a problem with the roosters crowing here. Me, I get up in the morning. I always drink a huge glass, like about a quart of water. First thing, as soon as I get up, I'm gonna clean my teeth real good, and but I still get this dang burp and gas. But you guys who sent me about those pills I take before I eat, I don't get any of the burps or gas when I eat. I'm not tasting my food an hour later. Those things really helped. Let me run in here real quick and I'll show you what these things are. I got to get some more pretty soon. You know, I'm down to more than half a bottle. But these are them. This is that right there. See that? But yeah, they seem to work really good. I'm so glad we got, and in the morning we got real good water pressure. I'm just really liking that. But we're going to get some more stuff up today. Get my sword hung and all this. We want to get that dividing cabinet here. We're going to go down hopefully next week, and we'll go get the people in Tagaytay to custom make us our table. I want to have them, because of the space we have in here, the chairs that they build on a regular basis are very nice. But what I'm going to do, I'll show you on this chair here. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them shorten this length from here to here. Okay. And then when I do the table on the end, so that I can push the chair in and get it out of the way, I'm going to have them put that leg, instead of out to the table, I'm going to have to push it in as far as it can go to keep the table from, to keep that from being able, so I can push the chair in. And then on the side, the back leg will be right up to the wall. And we'll cut a hole in it for the electrical socket and one in the table so we can put our toaster there. Toaster, and we're going to put the little coffee pot up there. We want to get a nice little wrought iron thingy up there, and I'm just going to put a canopy, since we can't do any kind of roof on there because it'll void the warranty. For now, we're just going to get a canopy. If I got to buy some rigid and make it, and put a nice piece of canvas over it or something like that, a pretty color, it's just what I'm going to have to do. I'll keep the rain off us. We have a plug up there, and I just kind of want a two-seater wrought iron chair, a little tiny round table, so we could have our coffee pot up there, and my wife and I could sit out in the mornings. We're really, both of us are really loving this. In the last house, my wife always wound up on the couch, and I get up real early. And the thing that is so nice here at this place is we got that nice big bed. It's the big king size. It's the biggest one we could get here. I'm sleeping on it like fantastic. So is she. Mumu does come in. He's been coming in and staying with us. He's real cuddly, but I sure do love it in the morning where my wife gives me big hugs in the morning, and it's a fantastic way to wake up. I'm just loving it. There's nothing like just getting hugs from a beautiful girl in the morning, and we were missing that for quite a while. We weren't having that before, and now it's back. And guys, it's worth more than gold, because you can't take the gold with you, but this you can carry with you the whole day. And she's been so super sweet. She knows I'm trying to get everything done here, and I know I ranted on there. I don't really stress that bad over stuff. I just was making a point with these people, and so they could see this. But she's sweet. She knows my back is in trouble, and she rubs my back and my legs, and she's good to me. She's just a sweetheart. I've said this for a long time. If you find a good Filipino girl, you're not going to find too many better girls on the planet. When you get a sweet one, you're a lucky fella. That's all there is to it. And she's being extra super sweet. Finally, after 2 years of struggling and doing without on a lot of things because of trying to get this place paid, we got her done, and we're gonna get this fixed up a little bit. We got things to do. I had yesterday, after I was done with the water and had my shower and got done with the bank and all that kind of stuff, we actually went down to Kabingan. It was a goat cooking place. And my wife and I stopped. I said, when we saw it, towards this Padre Garcia town, I said, boy, I'd like to try that because I loved goat meat. I just always thought it was good. So we went in there, and they said, oh, yeah, you can bring your kids. So we'll be bringing the kids there. Very friendly people, super nice. It looked like it was run by the matriarch, the older lady, and then the son, and it looks like the daughters, and, you know, daughter-in-laws type. And they're all in there working. The place was really clean, nice. We ate. I actually got 2. It was so damn good. This goat was so damn good. I ordered a whole nother dinner of it. I had 2. I was just so damn hungry, and my wife was teasing me because she never sees me eat 2 of those cups of rice, and I just was starving. I just was really hungry. But she got the steak and onions, and it just was fantastic. And we got out of there for a little bit less than $10. So we'll be going there. We'll take Grandma and the kids and stuff, and we're going to go have us all a dinner in there. I really like to go into places where they're just super friendly, and they're just nice to us. They were watching the whole time when I wanted to, you know, more. Boom, they were right over there. So, and I just love to eat. I like goat meat. I do. The only thing I don't like about the Filipino, what they do is they'll take a meat cleaver with that goat meat and they'll just hack it, and just you get bone splinters. You'll be eating, and goat's got this real hard type of a bone, and when you're eating that and you get a big splinter of bone, I don't go for that. But that's a Filipino thing. I actually got into a thing where it involved the policeman. I was in Manila. This is years ago, before I lived here, and I wanted a whole chicken. He had these ones that weren't real big, and I was just going to stand there and eat it. And he's like, chop, chop. No, I don't want you to cut it. I don't want you to cut it. Do not cut. Don't. No. You know. And he laid it on his board, and he took a cleaver and he hacked this thing. And then I don't want it. Nope. I don't want bone splinters in my stupid chicken. I just wanted a whole chicken. Well, he got mad. Oh no, you buy. He chopped up. I guess, I don't know. He got in a big fit, and I just started. Hey, I'm out of here. I started walking away. Well, he got a policeman to come and follow me down, and the policeman, a big fella, and he's like, hey, you know, you didn't get the chicken. His English was fantastic, and I said, hey, no. I told him no, I didn't want it chopped. I'm not eating bone splinters. And the cop he thought that was kind of funny. I said, no. He said, chop. I said, no. If the guy can't understand no, then he shouldn't be in the damn business. And he chopped it, and I'm not buying it. So we wound up going back, and the cop talked to him. So we just agreed to me get the chicken I wanted in the first place. You know. So it just was silly, but I don't like that. I just don't like that. But we found a good place to eat. We were trying to hang the TV. I went back up to the hardware store, and amazing, this huge hardware store. You can't go through it. It's all plastic it up, so you got to sort of wait for somebody to come to wait on you. And I had brought the TV with me, and I said I need the screws in there. And this guy brings me this huge machine bolt, and he's trying to poke it in the hole. I said, no, I need a little tiny one. It's you know, we didn't get it with the TV. It should have been in the box, but it wasn't. And he's like, no, we don't got it. And he wouldn't even go look any further. So I'll bet you that with all the fasteners they had in there, I'll guarantee you they had it. They had what I wanted in there. They just, you know, it's English thing, I guess. And his English wasn't good. So, but he's bringing me out this, you know, 1/2-inch machine bolt. And I'm looking at him going, you can look in the hole and see that it's a little 1/4 inch. It looked like about 32 threads an inch. 1/4 inch, not 1/8 inch, sorry, 1/8 inch, and that's all I needed. All it needed to be was about 1 inch long, and I could see him. I could see a whole bunch of fasteners, and I'm even putting. And he don't. So I had to leave. I actually talked to the guy when I first went in, and you could tell it was that young man's father because they were really alike. And I said, hey, you know, I think you got what I need, but the kid won't get. Well, that's his department. Okay, fine. I won't be going back there again. You know, it would have been nice because I like going over that way, but I'm not going to that hardware store unless my wife's with me. So just a crazy little thing. We found one good place, and then I found another place that You know, they don't want my money, I don't think. You know, the guy sitting out front, you know, he seemed to understand everything I said. Why didn't he get up and tell the boy, hey, go get it? But I guess the few pesos they're going to make on a few machine screws, they don't need it. So that's just the way it is. But we're starting our day, and it's a fantastic morning. I don't know if you can see that, but we got red sky in the morning. Sailors take warning, so we might get some rain today. But the little old guy, he's not up walking around yet, but I got these damn cats in here. These stupid cats are running in here, crapping. Like the first thing I did this morning was I went over by the garbage and picked up a damn cat crap. This just frustrates the shit out of me. I need a slingshot. I don't have anything. I'm just going to get friendly with them. I'm going to get friendly to where I could pet them, put some feed out for them, and then I'm going to be able to catch them up, and I'm going to take them as far away from here and put them somewhere, give them to somebody. This just pisses me off that I have to deal with critters. You know, I just can't stand critters coming in, and they're not trained. They're running all around in the car, probably going to climb up under there and chew wires and stuff. And who owns them? I don't know. I don't know who the hell owns them. They're just strays, and they're coming in here because they got nothing to eat, so they're going to dig through the garbage. And somebody got on there and says, oh, you know, build this thing for the garbage and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll do all that stuff. It's on my list. But here's the deal. I shouldn't have to do this crap. I should be able to put my garbage in a bag right there, a plastic bag right there, and not have to worry about some stray damn critter coming in here and chewing through it. You know, they scratched a hole in the bottom of the garbage bag to get into it instead of climbing on it. These little tiny kittens that are running around, and you know, I just don't dig that. You know, I lived in the States. People kept their critters in. You know, that just happened. And you know, one time the neighbor's cat got out. He had an inside the house cat. It got out, and I went to start my car in the morning, and holy cow! I had this old, it was a work beater. It was a Plymouth Valiant. And it wasn't a slant 6. It was a slant 4. And if people say, oh, they never made that. Yes, they did, because I had one. Well, they had this old 4-bladed metal fan running off a belt. And the cat jumped up on the motor, I guess, to get warm, because it was fall. And it jumped up on the motor to stay warm. And then when I got up in the morning, it was still there. And when I turned the engine over, it jumped right into the fan and got chewed up really bad. Neighbor was all pissed at me. I said, hey, what are you talking about? I didn't come into your house and hurt your cat. The damn thing was in my motor. Don't you get shitty with me. I'll punch you right in the face. You know? He just, whoa. Yeah, well, what do you mean? You keep your cat in your house, you knucklehead. And he took it to the vet, and he spent a lot of money. And then he came over and said, hey, are you going to pay that bill? No. I'm not paying your damn vet bill. It's like a $180 vet bill. You know, I'm not going to pay your stupid vet bill. I'll give you another cat. I won't buy you one. I'll give you another cat if you want a cat. But that cat had always sat in his window, and I said, just don't let him out. It ain't my fault. How the hell, what am I supposed to, every morning I get up, here I'm probably going to have to do it, open my hood and inspect to see if there's critters in there. I just don't like that. We had one that climbed up in the motor here and got into the fender. There's a video on that when we were here. We kept hearing meowing. The damn thing was caught in the fender, and the guys here got it out. We put water. Poor little thing was, I don't hate him or anything. I see a nice kitty, I'll pet it. When I was at my sister's, she had some really cool kitties, and I like it. But they stayed in the house. She had a nice little dog, and she would just let it out to poop in her yard. She has beautiful fruit trees back there in California, and the dang hawk or condor or whatever it was got her little dog swooped down and ate it. So out there, at least if you leave your cats out, there's no problem, because they ain't going to be there for long with them dang California condors. But it's a shame her little doggy got chowed by a bird. But those birds are something. I've seen them strike jackrabbits. We were out hunting one time. I love to hunt those jackrabbits. We used to hunt them with the pistols. We had a club called Bust a Cap Hunting Club, and I had a Beretta 9mm, and my buddy had a 45, and this other Filipino guy we hunted with, and these guys were really good shots, fantastic shots, and we'd go hunting. One time there was this rabbit. It was boogieing down the thing, and I didn't get a shot off it because there was so much brush, and it was towards the road, and these things are ricochet. I was using ball when we first started. We changed that because the ricochets and stuff. Well, this condor just it folded its wings. It was so cool, and this thing just dropped. And when it opened its wings, I couldn't believe how big it was. And it was while it was flying away, it was biting the neck of this jackrabbit to kill it. And that was. They swooped down and got, and these jackrabbits are big guys. Those ones in California were really big. I got pictures of them where I got them hanging from my belt, and the back legs are on the ground, and that's a good 36 inches long. But we did pretty good hunting with that. We used to hunt coyotes with them, and I really did like that Beretta. I loved that Beretta pistol, very accurate pistol. That's why I think I never had one until I got to California. I never was a big 9mm fan, but when I got to California, I figured Bust a Cap Hunting Club, and I got the dies for reloading the 9 and all that, and so I started hunting with that. Because hey, you practice. You hit a running jackrabbit. I always said it this way: if you can hit a running jackrabbit, you can hit a gangbanger. Busting into your house. So, and I had them up there when I lived up in the high desert. There were bangers up there. The Vagos were out there. Those guys never really bothered us, the motorcycle guys, because I wasn't into what they were dealing. They just pretty much left me alone. I had a buddy that was he was in with them, and good dude, died of cancer though, and but I didn't have any problems with that. But these young gangbanger types, they were just trouble. And the bad thing up there too was I'd be out walking or something like that, and instead of the police stopping those guys, they would come and harass me. And it happened a lot. It happened quite often up there, where just me out walking. Hey, what are you doing here? Come at me, not nice. Hey, how you doing? No. What are you doing here? Getting out and like stopping me. So you stop. What are you detaining me for? Screw you. I live here. Get out of here. That's just how I got such an attitude with those cops up there, and they were just not. They'd come at you with a case of ass. You come at me, smile, say, "I'll talk to you." I even had a lady cop one time. I was walking my dog on a leash. And it was early in the morning. I get up early in the morning, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" Nasty. I'm like, can't you see you're a cop? Hope you're not trying to be a detective. I mean, what are you doing? You're standing with a dog leash in your hand with your dog in the morning and a pooper scooper. What are you doing? What an idiot. I don't know where I think they get the lowest IQ people they can get, And then that one, because I just kept walking. And then she followed me real slow. And she said, "You better make sure you keep that dog on a leash," because it was a real big German Shepherd. And I'm walking thinking, what, I'm going to let it go? I'm walking with the leash. I did it every morning. But it just makes me laugh at, one thing nice about here, though, when the difference between the police in this country compared to the United States, you have to have some semblance of an IQ here. They don't hire dummies to be police. Most of these guys are pretty good. Now, you do run into some of these corrupt ones, but they wean those guys out. They wean them out, or they put them in a real stupid job. The one guy that we knew was corrupt. Just absolutely, he was corrupt. they moved him from his little thing where he was the boss of this place, and they put him at a night shift job. And this guy was 40-something. They put him night shift. He had to sit in a chair at a Petron station all night. And that was his duty station. So they fixed him. They fixed that guy. They knew he was corrupt because I complained about him. And the other policemen that came that I talked to, there was 2 of them. And, I even had the guy on cam, with doing his crap, and let him see that. And boom, he was taken out and put pretty far away. And then they told me, just watch out for him. Just be careful. The other cops told me that, and I was like, cool. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from him. But it's just how things go. But from what I've run into here, my interactions every single time with the policeman has been, except that one time, has been positive and nice guys. Nice guys. They're not out trying to bust your chops. They're not policing for profit. They're there to investigate murders, keep the peace, and not let crap happen. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, but you'll run that. Look at that sky this morning. I hope you guys can see this. Look how that's the rays of light's coming up on there. That is cool. I know some of you guys are saying about these roosters and stuff, but when I lived in the Midwest, the crickets were louder than this. Okay, so it's just that these are just big crickets. Yeah, they do not bug us. When you live around something like this, you get used to it. And if you come to the Philippines, you'll get used to it. And you're not gonna escape the chickens, guys. Doesn't matter where you go, unless you go into these big Makati and get yourself a condo and all that kind of stuff. Then you pretty much got it. There are some places, but there's not allowed to be chickens in here. But since we live right by the, right by the fence to that little old neighborhood, we got chickens. But these chickens here, their clocks are all screwy. When I was young, the chickens, as soon as the sky would start turning blue, that's when they would crow. When you see just part of the sky turning blue. But in this country, some nights they'll go all night. But then they get a reset where they'll stop. I mean, you see some of my videos where they're not crowing at all, where they just sort of quit. But it's kind of funny. And then we got a dog over here barking. I don't get these. I don't get why as soon as a Filipino gets a dog, they lose any semblance of training. They just don't seem to want to train their animals. Every dog I had, people say, "Oh, you just get good dogs." No, no, that's not what's happening. What I'm doing is I'm training them, and my training method. Some people probably won't like it because I'm pretty tough on them. But something, every dog loved me to death. I actually had one I got when he was about a year old. Big old Great Dane, and he would not listen to me, so I fought his ass to the ground and bit him and all kinds of stuff. Whooped his ass real good. And then finally he said, "Okay, I'm not the boss." And then him and I had a real good relationship, and trained him to heel, trained him to do all kinds of stuff. And the person I got him from, they were like, "Hey, you wouldn't want to give him back, would you? You should do that for a living," because they couldn't get him to mind at all, because they let him run the roost. Well, I'm not going to do that. Just like the kids, I'm not going to allow it. You're going to do as I say. You're under my roof. You're going to do as I say, and that's just how it is. But these people, they just put them on a chain and they'll leave them there their whole life, or they let them run loose. Like in the last house we lived. The lady would even lock him out. The one guy, and sometimes in the day when the security was coming through, his dog would be in the thing, and then in the evening open up the gate and boot the dog out. What? And it would come shit all over. We had dog here, just in here. I actually stepped in the dog crap. I got my flashlight. I'm watching for dog poop, and the 1 second I go to moved the flashlight, what did I do? I stepped in a stupid dog pie in my brand new neighborhood, and I just ain't into this stuff, guys. I just ain't. So But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I tend to ramble on these, but I'm just letting you know how it's going. Get to talk to you guys. I love all the comments, guys. I want to thank all of you for the comments. They're pretty much 99.9% positive. Glad you like the channel. I'm going to keep it going as long as I can. YouTube messes with my numbers constantly. They don't want my numbers to go high, but with all the comments and stuff, eventually they can't. I did get a thing on there about monetization. I gotta get my mouth working, and I haven't done anything with it. They did send me a thing about it, and I don't think I'm going to do it, because there's some channels that I watch that it hits these commercials, and now they're getting to the point where you can't turn them off. You used to be you could wait 5 seconds. Now you got to go through them. So I just click it off, because I don't want to watch a commercial for something that doesn't pertain to me. Why don't they put a commercial on something that would work for me? Most of these commercials are something being sold in America. It's nothing to do with me. And then they'll say, oh, well, what was wrong with this ad? And I'll put on there, it doesn't pertain to me. But it doesn't matter. They'll keep showing the same thing. So I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to subject you guys to no stupid, commercials on here. So I'm just not going to do anything with it. I don't need to be monetized. It's not going to make that much money anyway. What's it going to make? $20 a month if I'm lucky, and then have to subject you guys to stupid commercials. They can keep their little bits of money that they got. I don't care. It's just a pittance anyway. And we do what we can here to help the people that we know. I mean, we don't start any kind of big charity or anything, and all that kind of stuff. But there's people like old Tatai over here that comes around here. He lives in a little wooden shack over there against the wall. He comes in and cleans up. You can see him all the way up to the other end, and he's picking up stuff. He's actually starting to around here cleaning the dog poop. But right now, there's only one stray dog. I went ahead and took the camera, got some pictures, and I'm going to take it up to the girl. I'm going to try to get her messenger. And that way, this time when I go up, I'm going to get the messenger. That way, I'm going to just keep taking pictures of this damn dog, and then the house where it jumps over the fence. It's jumping over the fence and coming out and barking at us when we go. I don't think it's going to bite or anything, but you never know. And hey, sorry, get the damn thing and put it on a chain. What do you even got a damn animal like this for if you don't want to take care of it? My dogs, if they ever got out, we went and fetched them. I had one dog that little Cocker Spaniel Beagle mix, and she was a really good mouser. She wasn't big. She was a 22, I think, pound dog when I had her at the vet one time, and but she was the fastest thing you've ever seen. The way she ran, and any kind of a squirrel came in the yard, or a mouse, a rat. We lived down by there was a river. These muskrats would come up. She would get them, and she'd fight them. She actually got her face chewed off by a flying squirrel one time, because she kind of caught it, and it scratched her up. But she was just hell for them. But if you opened up the gate and she saw a split second, she was gone, and she would just run. She was not trained well at all, so we had to really watch she didn't get out, because it was but we went out after her to catch her. I mean, we would corral her and catch her and stuff like that, and you couldn't entice her with food or nothing. You just couldn't do it. So, but I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Our day's going to get started. We're going to start at breakfast. I'm feeling better, just walking this leg off. I think I'm going to take a little walk before the girls, and then the girls are probably going to take their walk this morning. It's Sunday, so we got a few things to do today, and I'm going to let you go. Don't forget, guys, pray for each other. Be good to each other. I hope this COVID thing ends real soon. It just seems to me it's just dragging on too long. How long is the flu season? Longest in the history of the world. I had somebody comment on there, oh, you're really hurting people with your thoughts. Hey, you don't like what I'm saying about the mask or this COVID stuff and my feelings on that? Go watch something else. Go to your liberal channels, or flick on CNN or MSNBS or BC, whatever it is, and go watch that and program yourself a little more, pal. You know, I remember on some of your answers on there that I had deleted, and I screenshot everything. And I remember if you're on there, and on your one rant, you said you ain't never going to watch me again, and I'm this terrible, rotten piece of crap, and here you are back. So I guess you can't get enough of it. All right, guys. Well, just take care of each other, and I'm glad this time when you commented you didn't get shitty and leave them damn cuss words and stuff. So take care of each other, guys, and don't forget to pray for each other. Rick Shaw out.